This is Bill Kimler, co-host of the Black, White, and Blue in the South podcast. This Halloween, stand out from the crowd with ZJZDesigns.com. Their brand new limited edition spooky prints are here to haunt your wardrobe in the best way possible. With 5 new chilling designs, you'll be ready for trick-or-treating, haunted houses, and everything this spooky season has to offer. Whether you're getting festive for the holidays or just looking for unique, high-quality designs to up your style game, ZJZDesigns.com has you covered. Shop now at ZJZDesigns.com and discover the t-shirts that'll make you stand out in any season. Don't get caught without the coolest Halloween t-shirt. Grab yours before they disappear. ZJZDesigns.com.
Hey y'all, it's Barrett from the All About Nothing podcast. Winter's coming, but that doesn't mean you've got to slow down.
Nope, because Everplay Sports and Social has their winter leagues open for registration right now.
That's right. Starting Sundays, you can get in on softball at T.S. Martin Park.
Mondays are packed. You've got pickleball at the Casey Pickleball Complex, softball again at T.S. Martin Park, indoor volleyball at the Tri-City Leisure Center, and turf soccer at the Recreation Athletics.
Tuesdays, that's when it really heats up. You can play Super Rec kickball at M Avenue Park, sand volleyball at Pollywogs, indoor volleyball at Tri-City Leisure Center, and bowling at Lucky Strike in Casey.
Wednesdays are loaded too. Soccer at B Avenue Park and Bray Park Field, hardball softball at T.S. Martin Park, dodgeball at Drew Wellness Center, and of course, kickball at M Avenue Park.
And wrapping up the week on Thursdays, you've got even more kickball at M Avenue Park and B Avenue Park.
So whether you're into kicking, spiking, bowling, or just hanging out, there's something for everyone.
Almost forgot. Special one-night events.
Monday, November 10th, mix and match turf soccer at Recreation.
Pick up basketball Monday, November 17th at Drew Wellness Center.
And mix and match indoor volleyball at Tri-City Leisure Center, Tuesday, November 18th.
Registration for Everplay's Winter Leagues is open now, but you have to sign up before November 16th.
Do not wait. Teams fill up fast.
Go to everplaysocial.com. That's everplaysocial.com to join a league, meet new people, and make this winter one to remember.
So, dodgeball or bowling?
I'm thinking both. Got to balance the cardio and the nachos. Everplay Sports and Social. Play more, hang out more, live more. All right, welcome everyone to the All About Nothing podcast. I am Barrett Gruber, host of the All About Nothing podcast. This is the kind of daily show. I messed up. It's a late Wednesday evening. We're recording this. This is Bill Kimler, host of Black, White, and Blue in the South with Dr. Jamil Brooks, different from Jubal Brooks, that appears in, I'm going to guess, the last 5 or 6 mail blasts that I've done over the course of the last few weeks. So apologies to Dr. Jamil. Please don't tell her.
Are you kidding? That's how we're opening our next show. That's going to be a whole segment. I'm going to call her every name that you have misspelled her as. There's at least 10 different variations that I can keep track of.
It's been, I know for sure, Jamil, but I think Jamel. I think I pronounced her name Jamel in the closing or in the end credits on for like a year.
Yeah.
I think that's safe. A year.
Yeah.
And you can also chalk that up to, I was corrected on it, but I was also really lazy about it and decided that, you know what, we're just going to leave it in there for now because we were close enough to the end of the year that I figured it's fine. It's fine. Nobody listens all the way through to the credits anyway.
I do. I hang on your every word.
Oh my gosh. That sounds like a medical problem to me. Like that could be corrected with drugs, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I want to real quick. I just got home a little while ago from Preach Jacob's SoulHAUS Sessions at the Koger Center.
Does that mean we're not going to have to hear about it for the next 10 weeks? It's over?
I got bad news.
What?
For you. The next one's been announced.
Good for him.
The next one has been announced. That is going to be November the 19th. We'll have details on that later. All I know right now is that DéLana Dameron is going to be there. She is a
And was she coming in from Australia?
I think she's in South Carolina.
Double check this yet?
I think she's in South Carolina. She is native to South Carolina and author of the book Redwood Court. But I think that's going to be a really cool panel discussion that she does with Preach. So that's November 19th. Tickets are on sale now, just so you know. I don't have a code for it yet. I assume it'll be similar to the one we had last time, but it hasn't been given to me yet, so I haven't been authorized to say, "Hey, you can get 50% off." You can't yet. I don't think that's available. How are you?
I'm doing super fantastic.
Yeah. Did I assume that now that the world knows that you existed for a while as Sister Roberta, has that come back to you yet? Have you decided to reincarnate Sister Roberta at all? Is there?
I actually had a Sister Roberta as a teacher in 7th grade.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so I'll tell you a little bit about it. I actually went to public school from 1st through 5th grade. I got into disciplinary troubles in 5th grade. Like, I was the worst kind because I was a straight A student who was a pain in the ass. Like, I was always getting in trouble.
Yeah.
And so they put me into Catholic school. So I went to Our Lady of Grace Regional Elementary. And it was the teachers there were a mix of lay people and nuns. 6th grade was Mrs. Frederica was the teacher. And I got into such trouble in that class. Like, I was getting detentions left and right just because I was annoying. I was doing stupid pranks. I was talking in class. I was picking. I mean, I wasn't a bully because I was being bullied, but I was just uncontrollable. Had no discipline. Very immature. 7th grade comes around, and Sister Roberta was the teacher, and she instilled fear in me, in like complete utter terror. The moment really hit when we were out in the hall and we're in line to go to the cafeteria. And in Catholic school, you line up with boys in one line and girls in another line.
Okay.
That's just how you do it in the Catholic world. And some kid up at the front of the line farted. And to a 7th grade boy, that is the funniest damn thing that ever happened. So I'm in the back of the line laughing. Next thing I know, Sister Roberta grabbed me by my sweater vest, threw me up against the brick wall, and screamed in my face, "Mr. Kemmler, are you retarded?" in front of all my friends and everybody. And the first day of class, you learn that you never say no, sister. So there I am nodding. Yes, sister, I am, sister. Yes, sister, I am. Let me tell you, I had 0 demerits, 0 detentions. And from that year forward, I was a well-behaved student. A little more dull, but well-behaved. And so in homage to Sister Roberta, I resurrected her memory 30 years later. 35 years later. Yeah.
She does sound like a hoot. Maybe a little abusive, just as a side, but
yep.
Speaking of abuse, I don't think we mentioned this last week. If we did, we skirted past it without, much in the way of comments about it. But, National Day of Remembrance for Charlie Kirk was on October 14th.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah, I missed it too.
Is it an annual National Remembrance Day, or was it just a one-time deal?
Yeah, so it is going to be an annual one because apparently,
for crying out loud, it's going to be on our calendars.
Yeah, the Senate voted unanimously to pass a bill that basically will acknowledge Charlie Kirk's existence for the rest of, I don't know, whatever. I saw a video, and I didn't get to pull it down, but I saw a video of a group that created a website called Charlie Quotes. And
you read Charlie Quotes, that'll get you canceled. You got to be careful what you quote.
A lot of the things that he said, I read through probably about 300 or 400 of them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's disturbing, some of the things that he said, like from the perspective.
So does October 14th, a Remembrance Day, kind of like September 11th is a Remembrance Day? You treat it solemnly,
I guess,
mournfully.
I guess, or you can spend your time, go to this website for charliequotes.com where you can read some of the things that he said over the course of his life and really
if he said something in public, like in a speech or a convention or something.
Yeah.
Can you take all those quotes and publish a book?
Sure. Yeah.
Because those words are out in public?
I think you probably could. I think you probably could. Amazon would publish that. I believe Amazon publishes everything. I think Amazon will publish a book.
Or actually,
of
I've
Charlie
already got
quotes.
a game and my next game show lined up.
Yeah.
You know the game show that we did last episode where you had like the woke words and you give three phrases and two of them are not real, but the one, is banned. Anyhow.
Who said it best?
Charlie Kirk quote game.
Yeah.
Like you put up 3 horrific quotes and then you have to guess which one was not Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
So like 2 of them are truly his statements and one was fake, and see if you can pick the difference.
I think that would be a fantastic game.
Or maybe you don't come up with a fake quote. Maybe you come up with a quote from somebody else, like some other heinous individual.
Stephen Miller,
Hitler.
or Christy Nome, or
Go right to Satan.
It'll give it away when you do the Hitler ones with like a German accent. Or
maybe. Maybe the one that says Achtung was not Charlie Kirk. Okay,
that's right. Or maybe quotes from like some of the '90s punk rock bands or something like that, where like some of the things
like the Dead Kennedys would be perfect.
Sure.
Just grab some lyrics from Dead Kennedys, match them against Charlie Kirk quotes, and see which is real.
Have you? I know you're interviewing Annie Andrews this weekend.
I think so. I got to double check.
Think so. Well, but have you given any more consideration as to how you're going to go about that interview? Knowing, of course, that she's been asked every question in the book. I mean,
we're going to go as MAGA hat wearing Trump supporters. So we're going to play that persona and ask her questions from a MAGA perspective.
Okay.
So I'm going to, ask questions like, how many kids did she turn transgender in her career? Basic questions.
That's a new one.
The things that all the MAGAs want to know about.
Did she actively participate in as a doctor for children?
Right. The cutting edge questions.
The
ones that nobody's
stuff.
asked her yet. So that's what we're going after.
Had a fuck sake moment of the week this week. Yeah.
The week we're having one every hour. For fuck's sake.
That's true. But I think the one that took the cake for me so far and has not yet been topped was Donald Trump asking for $230 million from the Department of Justice because his feelings got hurt. He was investigated for, of course, January 6th. Him being the propagator of what led to the January 6th overtaking of the Congress of the Capitol. As well as the Mar-a-Lago documents case. So these 2 things apparently broke him as a human being so much that the Department of Justice now has the decision to make of whether or not they pay him personally from our tax dollars $230 million. Now, I understand that this isn't much when you look at what the Department of Justice budget is. Actually, I take that back. I'm thinking of the Department of Defense. The Department of Justice budget.
Yeah, I mean, it's $250 million. It's,
I don't know what to say. It's shocking.
Like it would shut it down. There would be no Department of Justice left.
The idea that Donald Trump's feelings were hurt so badly that the only way to make him feel better about it wasn't to be elected president, but it was to demand that the Department of Justice pay him personally. I'm going to keep saying personally because this is personal. $230 million. I posted that story on my Facebook. No reaction. Like zero, no likes, no hearts, no shocked faces, no communication on it whatsoever. Even though it was seen by almost 400 people, no one reacted to it. I'm worried for us as a society.
Yeah, we're numb. We are numb. My for fuck's sake moment was the video I sent you a little while ago, earlier today. You know how last time we talked about what this presidential ballroom is going to look like, and I made some wild claim is going to look like Caesar's Palace? He actually showed renderings of what it's going to look like, and Barrett, it's worse than you can imagine.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody put a gold sprinkler and turned it on, and everything top to bottom is covered in gold. It looks horrible. Absolutely horrible.
You know who this is really going to benefit is Home Depot's paint department, because they are going to go through so much of this gold paint that's been sitting on the shelves for decades.
Who's the idiot that came in and commented on your video saying, you and I will never get invited?
I don't know.
You remember that?
No, I don't know. But yeah.
Because you commented back, but somebody says, yeah, neither you or Bill are ever going to be there.
Yeah, you'll never step foot in there. I was like, yeah, I think that goes without saying,
buddy. That hurt.
Yeah, that's one of those comments where I'm just kind of like, you know what? I'm going to retort, but obscurely, just to acknowledge that you took the time and maybe help the algorithm for some other people to find it.
True. All engagement's good engagement.
That's 100%. That is absolutely correct. I am appalled by the fact that we're going to have this gaudy looking, like you said, Caligula sort of status ballroom that's created and being built. It's not going to be finished until 2028, it's finished in 2028. I don't think Donald Trump has ever successfully had a project stay on its timeline. So my suspicion is that it won't finish in 2028, that it will be later.
I'm just concerned, who are the people that actually went ahead and began construction on trust that they're going to get paid for it?
Oh, 100%.
This is a guy that has reneged on just about every deal when he was in Atlantic City. He's got contractors up the wazoo who never got paid. Why would I get behind a bulldozer, a paintbrush, step on a ladder, get a hammer? Why would I do a single thing for this, knowing his track record?
I question as well. So the White House is part of the National Park Service because
I've read about that. Yeah,
it's a historical landmark, and the fact that any changes, because the president can't just make changes to it, it requires a congressional act. It requires congressional funding because it is part of the National Park Service, regardless of whether or not the Congress takes that money from a private donor to pay for it or not. But there are steps that have to go into this whole process.
No, there's not. You got it wrong. No, because he's a king. A king is not subject to all that stuff.
Right.
So
yeah, I keep forgetting that part.
Well, I'm glad I saved you there. I stepped in at the perfect time. It looked like you're about to barf.
You did.
What is that?
I don't know. Something got stuck in my throat, and I had to cough. For this $230 million that he's asking for from the Department of Justice, the person that's going to get to make the decision on this is the deputy secretary to the Department of Justice, which is Todd Blanche. And if anyone knows who Todd Blanche has been Donald Trump's personal lawyer for the last decade. So Todd Blanche is going to get to make the decision on whether or not.
I thought he's had like 10 person. Like, who's Ty Cobb? Wasn't he Donald Trump's personal lawyer? Or
Rudy
Giuliani?
Alibaba.
You know
that
what I'm
name's
talking
a
about.
little too ethnic for Donald Trump, I believe.
No, there's a lady out there in
Blanche,
New Jersey. The name's Ali Banter or something like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about, but yeah. Right. Well, she's pretty.
But he seems to have had a million lawyers already. So
he doesn't pay them. Todd Blanche was on the January 6th investigation. I think he handled the communication. You're thinking of not Laura Loomer.
No.
She's a TikTok person, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
I might have that wrong. But he's seeking damages for violations to his rights, basically just because his feelings were hurt. In other news, Beau Biden is suing God for his untimely death. That's Joe Biden's son who died of cancer.
That was a hell of a non sequitur. Damn.
I'm just saying, of things that would be just absurd.
Okay, so you were doing that in relation to absurdities.
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
In other news, Beau Biden is suing God for an untimely death. Maybe my timing was off. I don't understand how the people that support Donald Trump, who claim that the left, and I'm sure the comments on TikTok are full of them, but the fact that so many on the right believe that the liberal snowflakes and things like that we just react to our feelings getting hurt and whatever, and then Donald Trump literally begs for money or demands that he be paid for his hurt feelings.
Yeah.
And they don't see the correlation between the two or the similarities to what they presume and what is reality. I don't get it. I just
Do I get to sue Donald Trump for trauma after seeing the close up of his neck waddle on the cover of Time magazine?
I'm going to tell you this. I guarantee you,
my eyes have not been right since.
He is touching that thing. He is putting his finger in there. He is grabbing it by the neck. Because when they took that picture, because it was published on Time, right? It was basically a shot up his neck, over his, past his face, and the complaint that he made didn't have anything to do with the fact that he has this what looks like a vagina on his neck. He wasn't concerned about that. It was the fact that the picture looked like his hair was floating above his head. And that wasn't because they airbrushed it. It wasn't because they did something to it professionally. It was because his hair's very thin. And when you take a picture like that with the sun behind his head, it doesn't look like it's attached. It's not trick photography. They didn't do it to like. I am extremely impressed and happy with the Times photo editor the editor in chief, whoever it was that approved that picture. I mean, chef's kiss on that. It was perfect. And I have to imagine that.
Well, I'm traumatized. You're praising it. Me, I'm in therapy over it.
It was a great picture. It was such a great picture because it portrays him exactly the way that I see him, which is weird looking.
Yeah.
Just weird looking. I also wanted to ask you, did you get the opportunity to write out any of the predictions for next week?
I was wondering if you were going to remember that. I didn't write them out, but I have a couple in my head.
Yeah.
If you want to close the show out with the predictions.
Well, we don't have to close it out just yet, but we have a few more minutes. But we can close the show out with those predictions.
All right.
Let's see.
So by this time Monday, what are you predicting?
Oh, well, by this time Monday, the shutdown is entering the fourth week. Trump will declare that the new White House ballroom will be completely self-funding, with recently commuted George Santos serving as the concession stands manager.
All right, he's already talked about the funding because he said that he and his billionaire friends are paying for it.
Right.
But having George Santos as the commissioner of the rebuilding of the ballroom.
No, the commissioner of the concession stand.
Oh, of the concession stands.
That's how they're going to pay for. That's how they're going to pay for running. Yeah, because
I got you. All right. We'll talk. Well, we are recording these, so we have to revisit it on Monday and see how close we came.
Right. Yeah.
I say we each make 3 predictions and see who best out of 3 who got closest. All right, my prediction. RFK Jr. will announce that he's caught measles. There's my prediction. I'm thinking that is probably very likely 70-75% chance of happening.
That's entirely fair. I think I can't remember what it was I was watching, but somebody said something about how it wasn't specific to this, but my second prediction will be that RFK will announce the new food triangle, and the base of the food triangle will be anything that is destroyed by a vehicle. So any roadkill will be the foundation of what is the food triangle. They're going to bring the food triangle. That's not a
prediction, right? That's just, you're just speaking off the cuff. Or was that your second prediction?
No, that's my second prediction.
Well, that's your second prediction.
Yeah.
See, that one's cheating because he's already done that.
So for him to do it again is very high likelihood. But as the Secretary of Health and Human Services, he has the
so he's going to take
ability-
what he's done in the past and make it policy. That's
Right.
the prediction.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, that's what he's doing for everything else, right? It's all policy because, the worm inside his head told him to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. My second prediction. Because of all of the negative publicity around the tearing down of the East Wing and all the, the debris and everything, by this time on Monday, he will have cleared out the debris and replaced it with a golden bouncy house while the rest of the construction goes on. So there'll be an East Wing golden bouncy house by Monday.
Okay. Yeah. Look at the bouncy house. It's the greatest one ever made.
Of course.
Supports all the weight. I could see it. My third prediction is that President Donald Trump will declare Open Society Foundation a foreign terrorist organization at a deepfake press conference, while George Soros will counter by funding AI Trump's therapists. AI Trump will be wearing a crown during the deepfake press conference.
Whoa, that is very detailed. I mean,
Isn't
that was
it?
practically a little novel.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see all of that.
Yeah. Right?
Except, is George Soros a real person, or is he like a mythical creature? The George Soros. I mean,
I've never met him.
Okay.
And I still haven't gotten any of my checks. I
think he's mythical. Then he must not be real.
I've been to 3 or 4 protests this year. 3 protests this year. 1 hearing, and I have not gotten a single check from George Soros. Which ultimately is making me question my loyalty, because if I have to, if it's as simple as me being bought, then George Soros needs to come through. I'm not asking for much. I'm asking, if he's worth $7 billion, $1 million. That's pennies, right? I mean, It's literally pennies.
Gotcha.
Lots and lots of pennies.
All right, my third prediction. I saw a video this morning of Pete Hegseth in a fighter plane. Have you seen this video?
Yeah.
All right, so now he is, tough guy, head of the military, and he's so tough that he's now in military planes taking selfies and proclaiming that he is one of the guys.
Right.
So he has been getting more and more extreme, trying to work his way into being one of the guys in the military, that by this time Monday, he will have filmed a graphic gay pornographic video while he's wearing camouflage fatigues, getting rammed from behind over and over just to prove how manly he is, that he can take it like a man.
Man.
And that is my prediction.
Pete
Hegseth.
You know what? Pete Hegseth for, that's a lot of
That's
imagery.
how you close this bit. That is how you close the bit, man. You cannot top that prediction.
Shock
So
and awe.
I need you to scribble all that down, and we're going to revisit it
What are
and
you
see
talking
which
about?
one of those hit.
It's recorded.
Okay.
It's going to be a short now. That's where we get most of our comments.
I don't think Riverside AI is going to pick that one. I think it's going to steer way clear of that one.
I'm going to have to go in and pick it out specifically. There are things I have to go out and pick out and make those into clips very specifically. Yeah. You got any big plans for the weekend?
Yeah, lots of plans. The biggest one is we have our own little No Kings thing happening here in Greenwood on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I plan to be there.
Have you gotten your sign prepared? Is it
No,
ready for
I'm the world's worst procrastinator, but it always works out great at the end. But I do wait until the last second, but that last second always produces a wonderful miracle. So no, I've got to have it ready by tomorrow so that the local Office Depot can print out my concept, but I haven't even sat down on Canva yet to design it.
Yeah.
But I know what I want.
I've given some consideration to doing some No Kings t-shirts that could go up on TeePublic for the All About Nothing podcast that maybe we could make a dime or two off of.
Well, of course. I mean, that is the MAGA way, man. You can't have a movement without merch.
That's right.
Movement and merch go hand in hand. That's why movements happen, because of merch.
That is absolutely correct. And then hopefully still interviewing Annie Andrews.
Hopefully.
I partially confirmed that for you when I saw her last weekend and talked to her.
That's right. You did.
Yeah.
You did. So thank you. But I got to get with her spokesperson and just confirm they got the Zoom link and the time. And I just need to do that courtesy. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But I got to do some research. I mean, truly, I want to come at this at an angle that she's not expecting. And not that I'm looking to surprise her with anything. I just want to be different and talk about some different things. And I already have some things in my mind that I haven't heard in any interview she's done yet. So and we only get a half hour, so it's not like we get to really bombard her with a full time. But and then right after her, we're interviewing this guy who wrote a book about some of the founding fathers, Aaron Burr, I think. A guy who wrote a book about Aaron Burr. I mean, I can do 5 hours with that guy. So
I see.
You stay tuned.
I see what you did there, and.
Oh, you jealous now? You jealous that I scored that interview? I sensed a little jealousy.
Hey, look, I got a good 25 seconds with Aaron Andrews. Annie
That's
Andrews.
all you would need.
That's all she needs. Are you kidding? The rejection would be almost instantaneous, but just to be kind, she would tough it out for a good 20-25 seconds. That's my no, it's all very exciting. I know and you all are traveling here next Tuesday for the big announcement from Dr. Jermaine Johnson.
How about you?
This weekend is actually this is going to be a nice quiet weekend. The only thing that
those.
Yeah, for sure. The only thing we have planned is we are doing a crossover podcast with the ladies from our true crime podcast, it's a very popular podcast.
I think so. Where are they based out of?
They are out of Missouri.
Okay.
So we are going to be doing a crossover episode with them. They have a story that is local to Columbia, a true crime local story. And what is really cool, I say really cool, what is very gripping about it is the fact that the person that the crime that they are going to be discussing, the victim is someone that I was Facebook friends with before she passed away.
Well, you realize that you're being set up as the prime suspect.
The suspect.
They're bringing you on. I can see how this is unwinding. They're bringing you on as podcast guests, crossover, if you will, and then they're going to slowly reveal to your pounding heart and sweating brow that you have been proven to be the murderer.
Honest question. And I want your honest answer. Between Zach and I, which one of us do you think is more capable of committing some crime, some heinous crime like that, and then still being in the position that we're in now?
I'd have to say you.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Because I'm thinking Zach is just too tired. He doesn't have any energy to go committing any major crimes.
That's fair.
He'd have the knife in hand and be like, I'm just so fucking tired.
Yeah.
I've got baby twins at home and a 5-year-old who just, and so a girl just turned 5 and I'm just tired.
I don't have time.
I may just stab myself.
I don't have time to dispose of this body.
You're the one that's going out camping and bowling and protesting. You have all the free time in the world. So I'm thinking it's got to be you out there committing the crimes and getting away with it.
It seems that way, but those are well planned. No, any crimes I would have committed or have or would have, those were all in my past. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't think anyone has to worry about finding those.
I got to say, it probably comes as a shock between the two of us. Who is the most likely to have been in the backseat of a police car?
Oh, I've never. I'm going to say you. I'm going to say you. Yeah, I've never been in the back of a police car. Not for being picked up.
Yeah, I was picked up. So that's a story for another day.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, on that bombshell, we'll wrap it up.
I was wearing my nun's outfit, and no, I really was.
In a nun's outfit?
I was 21, and I was put in the back of a police car for breaking and entering. So that's a story that has to be for another podcast. I'll leave that as a teaser.
I will make sure to note that. Real quick, want to remind everybody that the Senate Bill 323 hearing is November 18th at 2 p.m. at the Gessett Building, room 308. and hopefully we can get a big crowd to turn out. I know that there will not be any public testimony, but it's always good to have a show of force. So that is here at the State House, or behind the State House. I guess on the east side of the State House. So make sure that we keep talking about that. On the bombshell that Bill has been put into the back of a squad car and not arrested, but you know what? We'll save it. We'll save it.
Don't say that. I didn't say that.
Yeah. No, you did not say that. We'll save it. All right. Big thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, you follow me at Barrett Gruber.
You're probably thinking Bill. It's like some first responders day at a fair, and I got to sit in the back of a car as a kid, right? You're right thinking that's the story. No, I was a grown ass adult, and I was put in the back of the car for criming. So I'll tell you the details later.
You are such a sweet individual that I imagine that you were breaking into somebody's house to take somebody else's dog back. Like that's what I imagine you were picked up for. But we'll let you tell that story. Oh, maybe I hit a tone there. We'll let you tell that story next time. I'm going to take a note though. We're gonna discuss it.
All right.
That's like I've never been in a strip club to attend a strip club, or to partake in the fun of that. I've never done that because it has zero interest to me. It feels a little gross, but that's me. The only time I've been into a strip club,
2 seconds after walking in one, you'll become really interested really quick. Let me tell you.
So I've been in a strip club twice. I'll just say this real quick.
I thought you said you hadn't.
Not to partake in the entertainment. I worked at a pizza delivery. I worked at a Papa John's down the street and delivered to one of the recently closed ones.
I saw this movie. I did. I had this on VHS. Okay, go ahead. Tell me more.
And
then I know this story well. Go ahead, pizza guy. Okay, go ahead.
Another time was I had to go to a strip club in Atlanta to pick up one of our DJs because he had not shown up for work, but we knew where he was. So those are the 2 times I've been to a strip club. My brother has told my mother that I'm the most boring person in the world because on my bachelor weekend before my first marriage, I didn't want to go to the strip club. I had zero interest. I wanted to hang out at the house and play. I think we played Risk.
At some time, I'll tell you my bachelor party story, which will never go on this airwaves.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
It would not last. We would be taken down. So this is a story that I will have to tell you in person.
All right. Well, until next time,
Sister Roberta.
Oh, gross. All the leg. Yeah. Until next time, you all stay safe, be kind, and keep your hands to yourself.
The preceding podcast is a product of Big Media, LLC, and is copyright 2025, all rights reserved.
Hey, y'all, it's Barrett from the All About Nothing podcast. Winter's coming, but that doesn't mean you've got to slow down.
Nope, because Everplay Sports and Social has their winter leagues open for registration right now.
That's right. Starting Sundays, you can get in on softball at T.S. Martin Park.
Mondays are packed. You've got pickleball at the Casey Pickleball Complex, softball again at T.S. Martin Park, indoor volleyball at the Tri-City Leisure Center, and turf soccer at the Recreation Athletics.
Tuesdays, that's when it really heats up. You can play Super Rec kickball at M Avenue Park, sand volleyball at Pollywogs, indoor volleyball at Tri-City Leisure Center, and bowling at Lucky Strike in Casey.
Wednesdays are loaded too. Soccer at B Avenue Park and Bray Park Field, hardball softball at T.S. Martin Park, dodgeball at Drew Wellness Center, and of course, kickball at M Avenue Park.
And wrapping up the week on Thursdays, you've got even more kickball at M Avenue Park and B Avenue Park.
So whether you're into kicking, spiking, bowling, or just hanging out, there's something for everyone.
Almost forgot. Special one-night events.
Monday, November 10th, mix and match turf soccer at Recreation.
Pick up basketball Monday, November 17th at Drew Wellness Center.
And mix and match indoor volleyball at Tri-City Leisure Center Tuesday, November 18th.
Registration for Everplay's Winter Leagues is open now, but you have to sign up before November 16th.
Do not wait. Teams fill up fast.
Go to everplaysocial.com. That's everplaysocial.com to join a league, meet new people, and make this winter one to remember.
So dodgeball or bowling?
I'm thinking both. Got to balance the cardio and the nachos. Everplay Sports and Social. Play more, hang out more, live more.